Hey guys, this is Alex McDaniel with AL.com. I'm here with our college football pick'em experts, Kevin Scarbinsky and Annice Deweese. It's hard to believe it's already week 3 of college football season, and so we've got a few matchups this week, and we want to see who these guys have got. So first up, Georgia's heading to South Carolina. Annice, who you got?
So Georgia in their first game against Clemson, they looked really good. South Carolina in their first 2 games, they haven't looked so hot. They really need Mike Davis to be 100%, which I don't think he's there yet. Now the game is in Columbia, so the crowd could have a factor in this. This is Hudson Mason's first big road game, and there's a lot on the line here, so nerves could be a factor. Now Georgia hasn't won in Columbia since 2008. But I really think this is going to be, they've had a week to prepare for this, or an extra week. So I really think this is going to be the Todd Gurley show, as most games probably will be this season. So I'm going with Georgia, 45-41.
All right, Georgia, what about you?
Woo, that's a lot of points. Jeremy Pruitt won't be happy even if they win by that score. Look, every bit of logic tells me that Georgia's a better team than South Carolina based on what we've seen so far. But I've seen this movie before. I've seen teams go into Columbia, go against Steve Spurrier, him be a home underdog, and he walked out smiling. So because I still believe in the head ball coach, despite what happened against Texas A&M, I'm sticking with South Carolina. I'm going to say they get it done 30-27.
All right. Well, the Hogs are heading to Lubbock to play Texas Tech, and as you can tell by our glasses, we're giving a nod to head coach Cliff Kingsbury. How you doing, Cliff? All right, guys, who we got in this matchup?
So looking at the stats, it looks like this is going to be a pretty high-scoring game. You have Arkansas, who their strong point is their running game. Last week against Nicholls State, I think they had close to 500 rushing yards, which I know it was Nicholls State, but still, it's a lot of rushing yards.
Yeah.
And then Texas Tech, they have their passing game, the air raid offense. I think this season so far, Davis Webb has over 700 passing yards. And Arkansas has a pretty inexperienced defense, and they've really struggled with the pass defense. So I think it's really going to be hard for Arkansas, especially, with the blackout in Lubbock. But I don't know, for some reason, I think Arkansas can do it. Even though it sounds crazy to say that since they just snapped their 10-game losing streak last week, but I think they'll do it. So I'm going with Arkansas, 47-42.
All right, Annice has Arkansas. What about you?
I'm shocked. You went with the underdog. You don't usually do that.
I don't know.
I have faith.
Look, Texas Tech may be the most undisciplined team in college football. They've got 25 penalties through 2 games. And let me give you an example. Last week against UTEP's punting. Texas Tech gets a penalty because they've got 2 men on the field with the same number. So UTEP decides to go for it after they take that penalty. They don't even have to snap the ball. Guess what? Because a Texas Tech coach gets penalized for being too close to the field. They'd already been given a warning. Now look, if this were a modeling contest between head coaches, it would be no contest. But Hogs win ugly, 38-31.
All right, well, that's going to wrap it up for week 3. You can find the rest of our picks at AL.com. Be sure to check back next week to see who these guys have in week 4.